Have you ever started crying during a movie, an argument, or even while listening to someone's story and then wondered, why am I so emotional? What if I told you that science says people who cry easily often possess a rare psychological strength that many people never fully develop? And no, it's not weakness. In fact, it may be one of the most powerful traits a human being can have. Stay with me, because what you're about to learn could completely change how you see yourself. For years, society has taught us the same message. Stop crying. Toughen up. Don't be so sensitive. But psychology tells a very different story. Humans are the only species on Earth that shed emotional tears. Think about that for a second. Nature literally designed us to express deep emotions through tears. So if you cry easily, it doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It may actually mean your emotional system is working exactly the way it was intended. Psychologists point to several reasons why some people cry more easily than others. The first is deeper emotional processing. Research suggests that people who cry easily often experience emotions more intensely. Their brains are more responsive to emotional information. When something sad, meaningful, beautiful, or overwhelming happens, they don't just notice it, they feel it. While others might brush off an emotional moment, you absorb it. And that isn't a flaw, it's emotional awareness. The second reason is empathy. And this one is powerful. Studies have found that highly empathetic people are more likely to cry because they don't simply observe another person's emotions. They emotionally connect with them. Imagine a friend telling you about a difficult period in their life. Most people might listen, but you feel their pain. You picture what they've gone through. You experience a small part of their reality. That's why your eyes begin to water. Your brain is creating a deep emotional connection. And in today's world, genuine empathy is becoming increasingly rare. Here's something most people never realize. The ability to deeply understand another person's emotions is one of the strongest foundations of trust, leadership, and meaningful relationships. But there's another scientific reason. Your nervous system. When emotions build up, crying acts like a natural pressure release valve. Emotional tears help reduce stress, release tension, and restore balance within the body. In other words, crying isn't losing control. It's your body's way of regaining control. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Psychologists have discovered that people who allow themselves to feel emotions, instead of suppressing them, often develop greater resilience over time. Why? Because emotions that are acknowledged can be processed. Emotions that are buried tend to stay with us. Many people spend years pretending they're fine. They push everything down. But eventually, those emotions find another way out through stress, anxiety, anger, or burnout. People who cry often aren't necessarily weaker. Many times, they're healthier emotionally because they're allowing themselves to process what they're feeling. Now let's talk about sensitivity. A lot of people think being sensitive is a weakness. But sensitivity is actually the ability to notice things others miss. You notice shifts in people's moods. You recognize emotions hidden beneath words. You appreciate small acts of kindness. You connect deeply with experiences. And those qualities are often found in great leaders, artists, creators, counselors, teachers, and visionaries. Some of the most impactful people in history were highly sensitive individuals. Their ability to feel deeply became their greatest strength. Here's another fact most people never hear. Emotional intelligence is one of the strongest predictors of success in life. Not IQ, not talent, not even education alone. The ability to understand emotions, both your own and other people's, plays a huge role in relationships, career growth, leadership, and personal happiness. And if you cry easily, there's a good chance you're already more emotionally aware than you realize. You simply need to learn how to channel that awareness into confidence, communication, and decision-making. Now, it's important to mention that crying isn't always emotional. Stress, exhaustion, lack of sleep, hormones, overstimulation, and even dehydration can make tears come more easily. That's normal. You're human. But if you've spent years feeling embarrassed about crying, I want you to hear this. Maybe your sensitivity isn't something you need to fix. Maybe it's something you need to understand. Because the world is full of people who have learned how to hide their feelings. But it desperately needs more people who can still feel them. So the next time tears come to your eyes, don't automatically judge yourself. Remember, your tears are not proof that you're weak. They are proof that you care, proof that you connect, proof that your heart is still open. And in a world where many people have become emotionally disconnected, that's something incredibly valuable. Because feeling deeply isn't a weakness. It's a superpower. If this video changed the way you see yourself, Hit the like button and share it with someone who needs to hear this today. And tell me in the comments, do you cry easily or do you struggle to express emotions? I'd love to hear your story. Subscribe for more psychology-based insights that help you understand yourself and the people around you. See you in the next video.